Hello everyone. I am rushing through a very sweet custom order, and it includes this bloom by Tim Holtz Colorize. And there are not a lot of videos out there showing that this little booger put together. As you can see, there's a lot of different pieces. So you know what? I thought I'm gonna just film what I'm doing, this time without any noise in the background, because there is a video that I have been working on where I put together the sunflower birthday cards, and there was a phone call in the background, and I have not been able to get that edited and the music put on and then the transitions and anyway, and add text. So I'm working on it, but it's not ready yet. And I just realized I don't have anything to drink. Oh well. That's why I stay dehydrated all the time. I get busy doing something and then I forget, oh yeah, you haven't had anything to drink. But I have had too much coffee. Anyway, and I'm out of Red Bull. It's like my favorite energy drink is that little Red Bull, but everyone I work with knows I love those little things. Now on the back of each of these pieces, I have Sizzix. Let me see if I've got a piece to show you. Yeah, it's this Sizzix permanent adhesive sheets. I love, love, love these things. They save so much time with these little detailed die cuts, and they prevent you from having to use glue, which if you guys sign up for my up and coming newsletter, I have decided a little bit of a format for that newsletter. I am going to do a color of the month, and of course with October being Halloween, I really thought about doing purple, but I'm going to do black as the color of the month. And then I'm also going to go over a tool every month. So like the title of the newsletter is going to be Black and Glue, which I thought was pretty savvy. Anyway, it's going to be called Black and Glue. And I plan on going over the different types of glues that you can use. Goodness, I know my hands are shaking. I'm a little nervous. Okay, which is odd because I don't usually get nervous too often, but sometimes, you know, I do. Anyway, this is a little, where's my little pokey? There it is. This is just a little bit so detailed that it requires a little bit of steadiness in the hands. And I don't know if y'all can see my yucky little blister there. Last night I went out with a dull pair of scissors, which I should have used my great gardening shears, but I was getting my cannas cleaned up, and goodness, they get so thick. I just thinned them like last year, and I remember I thinned them down to where I only had 4 cannas on each side of my garden, and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't think I left enough cannas. Like, I think I probably am going to have a problem. No, cannas are almost impossible to kill, and they multiply so fast. So now I have a ton of little cannas, and they are crowding one another, and so whenever they start to turn at the bottoms, I go through and I thin them down so that, which is probably why they keep coming back so much. But anyway, what I'm doing right now is I am adding these little leaves, which, you know, there's a ton of colors you could use with these little die cuts. I mean, you could use a different color. I have seen, which I think is really cool, I've seen some people turn this part of the die cut into berries instead of leaves. Like they'll use a blue color. And I think it's just beautiful when they do that. It's really beautiful. I have not done that yet, but maybe. My every intention was to add variations of this into my shop, and I haven't had time to do that. I have like 4 orders to get out by 5 o'clock today. And I thought that I had one of these made already in my little drawer over there. And so I was thinking, oh, no problem. Like, I've already got one made. I'm not going to have to worry about making that. I did not have one made. Oh my gosh, I did not. And so here I am thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to miss the deadline. I'm really enjoying having my Etsy shop. It's going very well because you guys, everyone has been very supportive and going through and ordering and requesting custom items. And then of course the holidays, they're coming up quick. Have you guys started wrapping for Christmas yet? Because I have. I know I really started early this year, but I thought I'm not going to get behind this year. I'm not. Dadgummit, I say that every year, but I mean it this time. I don't know if you can see, but like on the back of some of these, I have initials. This stands for dark green, and then on these, LG is light green. And I did that so that I can be able to tell quickly what colors I need for each little section. You know what? That isn't right. Something about that one isn't right there. The little die cut isn't lining up. So that makes me think I've done something. Ah, I see it. Okay, learning moment. We're going to take this off, and it's very possible that I end up having to redo this. Because once the Sizzix goes down, it is a permanent adhesive. It does not like to come up. Where is my handy dandy pen? I usually keep a pen for just these things. Where? Oh, look at this desk. It's a mess. I had to zoom in so you guys couldn't see the other part of my desk. Oh my gosh, it's a nightmare. But I think any artist that has a clean desk is probably either on vacation or just ill or something, because we don't have blank desks. Oh, look, it's not wanting to let go. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I caught this, because man, that would be terrible. That's like one of my worst fears, is to ship out an order and the customer be like, this looks like crap. Oh my goodness, so how many of these wrong do I have? Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Hold on. Okay, first I'm going to fix this big guy, because I see where he goes now very clearly right there. And you can tell if you've got these in the right place, because they're little tiny embossed marks. But you can also go by this handy dandy picture. Oh, see here? Look, this goes here at the bottom. Oh my gosh, look at me, look at me. Oh, you know what? That's what you get for being in a hurry. But I also was just sitting here. What I do while I craft is I will listen to YouTube videos. I mean, I use this opportunity for crafting to like try to learn new things. I also, not only do I watch like educational videos, but I listen to a lot of podcasts and things like that. And I was sitting here just a few minutes ago listening to, there's this lady I watched with Creative Fabrica, and she's doing a live right now, as a matter of fact. And man, I love watching these new techniques, new ways of making things. She's doing sublimation right now. I don't even know what that is, but I want to learn because the stuff she's making is out of this world. Really cool. Really, really cool. Now that's not lined up perfect, but I do have it. I do have that in the right place. So you know what? I'm not going to mess with it. It says that's where it goes. Okay, so this part of our little flower is done. So I'm going to lay it right here. And then, I'm not sure what this was. Okay, hopefully garbage. And that looks like it was garbage. I don't throw anything away until I'm done with the project, because you wouldn't believe, sometimes I've gotten to the end and I'm missing, like, words are the worst. Like, I'll be missing a little tiny punctuation. And I'm like, oh God. And you go through your stash and there it is, waiting on you to find it. Okay, so next we're going to do this big leaf part. So I love this tool right here, you guys. If you don't have one, as you can see, mine's pretty well loved. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And of course, there's a little tiny dog hair. Anyway, I do see posts sometimes from people that are like, you know, selling their products, and they're like, from a smoke-free, pet-free home. And I'm like, ooh, that's not me. I've got 4 dogs. And I wouldn't trade them for the world. And you know what? They're right here beside me. I have 2 dog beds, 3 blankets right here, right here. They do not leave my side. They are my babies. And you know what? Dog hair is my glitter, right? That's what someone posts a t-shirt or something made of that. And I love that saying because it's true. Dog hair is definitely my glitter. So there, you know, but I am very careful, of course. First off, they're not allowed on my desk. Charlie is a little trickster. She can climb on anything. And so I am constantly having to shut my office door, my little craft room door here, because she'll get in this place, and she loves to be up here on the desk because it has a window. And see this, how I just gently lift that out whenever it gets a little tight. I like to use my little tool here from Cricut, actually, which has nothing to do with Sizzix Tim Holtz. But anyway, hey, it works. But I do like to gently, gently, gently pull those out because, man, sometimes when they get wrinkled, you're like, oh no. So according to this one here, see, look at this. Look how easy it is to follow these directions, you know, just follow the little video or the little picture here on your cover. Now this it takes time. It does take time, which is why it's one of the more pricey die cuts that I offer. And gosh, I usually have these pre-made. I just got a little behind. My grandmother has passed away. On my father's mother had been ill for a while and recently developed dementia, and sadly I hadn't been to see her in many months. COVID, for one, stopped a lot, and then she would be she fell at her home and then was put in the hospital, and then into the assisted living facility, and just a few weeks ago developed severe dementia. And they thought, my goodness, is it a medication? What is causing this? They did all kinds of tests and studies, and who knows? It's just time, I guess. I will really, really miss her. She had the most, she loved dogs as well. She really loved dogs. And so I always enjoyed going over there. She always had a little pet. And cookies, of course. Grandmas always have cookies. Good cookies, too. Like cookies that you can't find nowadays. Where do grandmas get those awesome cookies? Anyway, can't find them anywhere. But she had them. Good cookies. and this antique doll that was so old that it was sticky when you touched it. And she had a lot of Cherokee, you know, no eyebrows, no eyelashes. Like, she never had a lot of hair, you know. Now her hair, you know, on her head was beautiful black for years and years and years and years and years. It took her forever to turn gray. And my father is 72 now. Hardly any gray at all, which hopefully bodes well for me. We'll see. I don't know how I got off to talking like this, but this is what I'm doing, I guess. I'm new at this YouTube thing, and so I'm not real sure what the hell I'm doing. But anyway, it'll be fun. Whatever I'm doing, it'll be great. And I have made the most amazing friends since I opened this shop. Big shout out to my girl, Jenny. She has recently told me about this online yard sale, which I didn't even know you could do. But it's like an auction. Oh no, I wish I knew the name of it. I wonder if I could look real quick and get that for you guys, because I'm serious. It's so fun. And you just sit in there with this group of ladies, and it's a live yard sale. It's just really cool. Oh, it's called Antique and Vintage Live Sale, and it's Patty Lang Sacred Mementos, which is a lot to say there. Patty Lang Sacred Mementos, and mementos is MEMENTOS. I think the correct spelling is MOMET, but anyway, it's fine. Maybe she did that as like memories, ME, get it? Okay, anyway, I'll stop analyzing. Okay, so this, woo, I almost put you on upside down, little fella. And I don't know if you can see very closely here, but there is a little embossing. Whoa, I'm a little close. There's little embossing. See the embossing? And so that way you can line your piece up with where those little embossing marks are. So it's very, very helpful to be able to use that. Ta-da! Very nice, very nice. And I move all my little pieces out of the way so I don't try to stick them on where they don't belong. I'm already curious. This one, yeah, this one always throws me off. It doesn't have a third layer, so it's always blank, and it always throws me off and makes me think, oh my gosh, I've misplaced a piece. But no, that is the way it's designed. Oh, there's some frays. You guys know how I am with frays. I cannot stand that. And I've ordered a few die cuts off of Etsy from other shops. I haven't got to use them yet, but and none of them have had frays, which is really cool. But I could see where if you're not careful, you know, you could leave a fray and it would really kind of make everything. Now see, this has a knot in it right on the edge, and so what I do is I use this, again, little Cricut cutter thing. I got this off Amazon, and I just very lightly go over the edge there to get those off, because oh, can't stand them. All right, there now. That piece is done. I still don't like those little frays. I wonder if I use my little scissors here to just ever so gently. Oh yeah, much better. There now. Okay, all right, I'm satisfied. Okay, stop. Now I will do the other little, I don't think I cut the colors for this one yet. Dark yellow. This is the pink, I believe. But anyway, so this is dark yellow, dark green. So we're getting into the top of the flower, which has the little tiny baby blooms on it. This is the background for that. And I just put anything that's labeled dark green, I put it back into the package here so that I can keep these separate. So next time I get ready to create this, I don't have to worry about separating out the colors and which piece is what. So I like to put those up. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make this yellow blooms part here. So this, let's see, and I want to make sure I don't lose that dark green. Yellow. The back of these are labeled. Let's see if I can get close. The back of those are labeled for you as well, if you like to go by those, but dark yellow, yellow, light yellow. Oh, there's a little piece left in there from before. Okay. And I need to reference my photo. So I have dark yellow on the back. Light yellow is the very front of the tiny pieces. This is the flower that goes in the center there. So I'm going to also make it like a dark yellow, and I may distress that a little bit. So let me get some yellows. And what I do for these little pieces is I look through my stash. I have scraps from other projects and I save them, because as you can see, this isn't going to take a whole lot of cardstock. So these are some light yellow. Now I would need a coordinating dark yellow, and I like to look at my listing photo to make sure that I'm not throwing something out there that is way off from my listing photo, because that would be disappointing for the customer. Okay, yeah, so they're very, very similar. I think, in fact, on my listing photo, I don't have a dark yellow. Looks like I made the whole thing one yellow. Either way, I think this is too dark. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that because it's just a little tiny bit darker, not even so much. So let's make this dark yellow. And put the scrap back in my stash for the next project. Oh, I almost forgot. I got to put my sticky Sizzix adhesive on the back of that, or I'm never going to get it to stick without a ton of glue, and I just really don't want to have a lot of goop on my project here. So I'm going to just cut, just kind of measure right here, a little tiny piece of adhesive. Oops. Just peel that off. And make sure you put the glue on the side that is not facing up. I've done that before. And then you cut your project and you're like, oh, I cut the wrong side. Okay, so this is the side that's going up. So we want to make sure, because see, then when you put it on your project, you peel the back off. So this goes up. Where is my front panel? There it is, over here. And you know, I love die cutting. Gosh, it's so great. I remember when I first started crafting, I was like, I'm never gonna use those. That's not real paper art. And now I use them all the time. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cut this little baby out too. The little baby center of my flower. Just save me a step here in a few minutes. And I always run my dyes through 2 times. Like I always do 2 times. Because there is nothing more frustrating than getting ready to put your project together and your little cardstock piece is not really cut well, and then you you have to do it again. So I try very hard to make sure when I run it through 2 times. Now I'm gonna put all my little pieces here. There we go. This will go on the flower later, so I'm gonna stick it up here, and this will also go on my flower later in the middle. Getting them out of this can sometimes be a challenge. And some of their die cuts, I'm going to tell you what, some of the Sizzix die cuts are very difficult to get out of that one for Halloween called Haunted. Man, it is, that house, it's almost impossible to get out of the actual metal. And I've gotten die cuts from all over, and that die cut in particular, and some of the wildflower die cuts, I'm like, how is this the most prestigious die cut brand in the crafting industry and they're the worst at trying to peel off? I don't understand, but it is what it is. So, and we work with it. We make it work. We make it work. Okay, so that is light yellow here, or dark yellow. That's my dark yellow. I need my image. I am going to go ahead just so that I have all those little pieces together. Figure that out in a minute. Now the dark yellow is going to go on the back of the bloom. Oh, I hope my head is not in the way of this video. I will just cry. But anyway, there. Make sure there's no frays. There are a few right here. Okay. Reference my photo. Very clearly must belong to this one up here at the top. I almost did that wrong. Yay for pictures. There, it lines up at the tippy top. Then we'll do the next one. Lord, I'm not left-handed. What am I doing? Hang on. Man, it's windy outside today. I cannot believe it. I think it's the hurricane. I just bought a new sage. A little baby plant, because I am determined next year to have white Russian sage bundles. The purple Russian, I mean, it sells out every time that I get some in. But I have had requests for white Russian sage instead. So I ordered a little baby plant all the way from California, and it got here, and the poor thing, I ordered it off Etsy, and the poor little thing is so dry and a little crunchy. I am hoping that it will make it. I have it in organic soil because I don't use pesticides or anything like that. I have it in organic soil. I watered it as soon as I opened the package, but then I haven't watered it again because I had some sage seeds that I had started and I killed them, I think, because I watered them so much that they just, I think I overdid it. So two of them came up, two of them actually sprouted and then died. So I was like, ah. So I don't think that I am much of a sage grower from seeds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this top one here is missing a little piece. Let me see, can I find it? I had it. Oh dear. You know, I could rewind the video and figure out where I put it. I'm not gonna do that. Ah. Well, booger. I might have just blew it away somewhere. Okay, no big deal. Here's what I do when I'm missing a piece like that, because the one I'm missing is right here, this image right here. And it belongs on this little fella right here. So I'm just gonna cut it back out, get my handy dandy paper out here, and then just lay that little section down that I need and run it through real quick so that I can get one from it. Okay, problem solved. Ta-da! Okay, now the only thing I need is this one right there. None of these, so I can put them over here to throw away. I'm so confused as to how I lost that so fast. That's not it. Oh, I just found it in my little garbage pile. See what I mean? See what I mean? Don't throw anything away till you finish setting it up. Nope, that's not it. Don't understand. Let me see. Okay, now we're back in action. You know I'm gonna find that piece later. It'll be in the floor. I have to vacuum in here every day. Actually, I have to vacuum my whole house every day. There is no way not to. Not with all the little baby animals that I have. This has a little tiny section. You know, I just don't like this little part. Let me make sure, because I sure don't want to do this wrong. Okay, I see now. I sure don't want to do this wrong. Line it up at the top. I hope my head isn't in the way, so. There now. Ay, 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 ay. Maybe that's what I get for talking while I'm working. Maybe I can't think and scrapbook at the same time. Who knows? Or, well, I guess this really isn't scrapbooking, but could go in a scrapbook. I never know. I never know what my customers are going to do with their pieces. And so that's why on all my little thank you cards and stuff that I put in the packages, I'm always like, you know, please post your final project, because I would love to see what everybody makes, you know, with these, because they're so beautiful. Some of them are just so amazing, and I would love to see what everyone makes. So if you order from me and you have something, you should put it on the Facebook page so I can see it. I think you can also post it on like Instagram and stuff, and then tag Clemens Crafts, and I'm supposed to be able to see it that way too. Like, so if you don't have a Facebook, you know, you could just put it anywhere and tag me, and then I'm supposed to be able to do an internet search, which ask me if I've done that yet. No, because I am trying to learn all of these things. It's pretty tricky. Okay, so that went that way, so maybe I can figure it out from here. Let's see, top goes here. Yes, okay, got it. Thank God for that reference photo, because I think my head is in y'all's way. I really do. Probably going to end up editing so much of this out because of my head. Do, 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 do. All right, George. Yeah, I definitely know my head is in the way. Okay, good. Now we'll do light yellow. Now, I already cut this middle out, so I'm gonna put my adhesive on the back of my light yellow cardstock so that I can do the final layer of the yellow blooms. Yes, indeed. And this won't take a lot of adhesive, so I'm just sort of randomly cutting out what I need and just sticking it on there like that. And then if you do that, just make sure you trim the glue edges, because it will stick to your little die cut plate. It will stick on there, so you definitely want to make sure you trim that, and then you can hold it up to the light and see where your edges are. There we go. I'm going to die cut this little light yellow piece here. And you know, it would be very wise to do this. And then that way you could see, maybe, I wonder if they're in order. If they line up. It doesn't seem to be the case. It was a good idea though. All right. And then I'm gonna take my little photo, and this one goes on that bottom flower. And it lines up with the little adhesive part, or the little embossed part. Ta-da, ta-da-da-da. And now this one I realized that, why am I taking this off, you say? Because I put that in dark yellow instead of light yellow. And then I'm gonna lift this one because it's just a little off the edge. And I really want this to be nice, so I'm gonna line that back up. And the good thing about the Sizzix adhesive sheets too is that the glue, you can manipulate it a little bit before it dries. But once it's been set for a while, it won't come off. So you can make little, as you can see how I've been doing, making little changes as you go. There we go. Oh, I wish I could see y'all's faces when you open these packages. Gosh, I just love it. I would love it. I really need to start making Christmas cards. That's one of my favorite things about making the handmade Christmas cards for my family and friends is seeing their faces when they open it. It just, yes, you know, it makes your whole day. Now look at this little bitty piece right here. Oh my goodness. Have to lift that up. That's why sometimes I have this little straight pin to peel the back off like that. All right, and then I'm gonna make sure that the top of this lines up just like the photo. So this one can be a little tricky because it doesn't go all the way to the top edge. So you just kind of lie it like that. And I'm wondering about like the sales rate of his Colorize products. I wonder if they sell as well as some of his other ones, like because of the time that it takes to do these. Oh, that cling, cling, cling is my little doggy. Hi, Cooper. I love you. I love you, Cooper. She's a German short hair, and she is so full of energy and constantly wondering, what is Mommy doing? I'm always crafting in this chair, aren't I? Yeah. Whoopsie. There goes my die cut machine. It's fine. No, it wasn't the machine. It was just one of the plates. All right, and then this one, you can see lines up like this. So we'll get that right here. Excellent. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at it. It's so beautiful. The sun is really starting to come in now on my spot here, so I'll try to limit that a little bit. Okay, now I put away the yellow pieces. You know what? I usually put all the light green and dark green in the same bag. Whoop, come back here. Okay, now the beautiful part. Whoa. Which is the pink. So we need And it does look like on my listing photo that I just have one shade of pink for the whole flower, because I tried the different colored pinks, and man, it was a nightmare, because there are so many little pieces that if you don't get them exactly the way you want it, it just comes out really strange. So I made sure that I made all the pieces the same pink. And I believe that is the pink I used. Oh, you could get so creative with this. I'm telling you. Oh, I don't like that one. Okay. I try not to use the textured pink on my... Yeah, I like that darker pink. I try not to use the textured cardstock on my die cuts. That's not even pink hardly. Because, you know, some people don't like the texture. That would be pretty too, but it's a little dull, isn't it? Yeah, we'll just stick with that one. It's plenty. All right, and then again, I'm going to use my Sizzix glue sheet and put me some glue on the back of this right here. Ooh, look, it gets bright. I got this double-sided cardstock off of Amazon, and I love it. Like, it's great. It really is great. It's great stuff. But you don't get to pick like just one color. It comes in like a multi-pack. So I do have a whole lot of this one color. It's like a ugly aqua green. And I've got a bunch of it because I don't use it. Oh no, look what I did. Lesson. See what I did? Okay, wait, well done. No, that's too, you know what? See how I put the glue on the wrong side? I want this side up so the glue goes over here. Jeez. This is all good. It's all learning. And I'm just enjoying chit-chatting. Chit-chat, chit-chat. Of course, everyone that knows me knows that I also do love to chit-chat. So, I cannot wait until, like, I am praying that my channel will grow, because I can't wait till I make videos and people are actually like posting replies. I know that eventually, hopefully, some of you get watching these as you craft, you know. That's my, like, Marimi Small Art. I love her channel. And it's M-A-R-E-M-I, Marimi Small Art. She is a doll. And she is constantly crafting while she talks. And gosh, it's awesome. And I mean, she really is the first person that I watched that inspired me to be a part of the crafting community. Like, she really did. She inspired me so much. And I thought, it's like having a family out here already. I mean, already. I have people that message me and, you know, I chit-chat with on the phone. And, you know, that I never would have met. I never would have met if I hadn't started my Etsy shop. And it is amazing to me to be able to meet people that have the same interests, and that we can talk and be like, oh, and share the lives, you know, like all the lives that get posted. My friend Jeannie is very good about letting me know, like, when an artist is on live, so that we can, sometimes if I'm off and she's off, we can watch it together, and we'll be like messaging each other back and forth. It's pretty cool. Oh, and on that vintage yard sales site that I was telling you guys, the little auction, I found, I mean, and even, you know, they hardly ever have die cuts on there apparently, but they had a Tim Holtz, it was called Clip or Clipboard, I can't remember. Anyway, I'd never seen it before, and I got it, and I'm really excited, because there is so much that you could do with it. It's just like the top of a clipboard, except it's not going to be metal. It's going to be paper. Because I don't like using metal in my cards or my scrapbooks. I just don't. I've done it in the past, and when you close the page, it warps and bends and every other page in your scrapbook. So now I have used metal on like photo frames. That's beautiful. And man, Prima, whew, if you guys want to, you should check out Prima's website, and on scrapbook.com they have little forums for all the little brands and stuff. And man, Prima, they've got amazing metal stuff, like little embellishments that are made of metal, and they look amazing. Okay, let's put this flower together. So this, I keep all the little pieces separated as they come out of the actual die cut so that I can see that was one piece. And so I'm going to put it down first, and it's very easy to see where that goes because of the embossing that is left when you run it through your Big Shot. And this die cut is fabulous. It hardly has any frays. Okay, so we can line this up. You can see where it's going to go. And I'm going to start with that really thin piece first. So pretty, so pretty. Okay, let me just look here. The center You know what I'm going to do before I do that? I've never done it before with when I've used this, but I've often thought, oh, I wished I had done this. So I've made this enough times to where I realize I'm going to take the center of this flower. Sorry, I've got so quiet, you guys. I'm just wanting to make sure that I get this good. See, look at that. Oh, yes. Goodness sake, it's just beautiful. Get all the frays off. Goodness sake. you know, I think this is wanting to go over this. Let's see how they have it in here. Okay, quite to the side here. See it right like that. Look at that. And then before, oh my goodness, my neighbors and their wonderfully loud vehicles. Okay, here we go. We're gonna put that, line it up. Like this. And now comes all these little bitty pieces. Which, as you can see, if you had different colors, different shades of this, how you could really make it even more amazing. And for the rest of this, like, honestly, you just follow the little embossed parts like this. I might edit this thing down. I'm not sure what I'll do with this video here. I do love the chit-chat though, so I might just leave it and say, you know what, if you don't like it, you ain't gotta watch it. I honestly have no clue where this one goes, you guys. Oh, wait. No. Nope, really have no idea. I mean, I feel like at this point we could stick it wherever and it'd be fine. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. This one is good. This one is good. That one is good. I am just comparing all the little pieces on the front of the image, on the front of the actual card or flower. Oh, I see one right here. But I am not thinking this is it. No, I am not thinking that's it. I'm thinking this one is it right here. Yep. I mean, gosh, you guys, look at that. And I mean, I really feel like the rest of these have a place. It's just trying to figure out where it goes. I mean, but gosh, look at that. I mean, it would look really good right there. Probably personal preference at this point. Like, like where you'd want it. I think I'm going to put that right there just because it's beautiful. And I feel like that little corner needs something. Because it's got all these layers everywhere else and then nothing in that little corner. There we go. Oh, so pretty. Okay. All right. And this, you guys, man, when I first got this die cut, what I wanted it for was Mother's Day. I really wanted it for Mother's Day. I was like, gosh, I love this so much. It would look so good for Mother's Day, you know. And that is what I originally bought it for. Was so that I could make a Mother's Day card out of it. And I do think I made my mom one out of it. Oh, this is pink. I don't know. Anyway, I made mine green. Oh well. All right. Hallelujah. All right, now all that is done. And it's packed away here in my little package. And then I want to make all this. Let me move this. I want to make sure you see all this. I feel like I should get a fancy work mat. You know, like one of those really nice ones that is glass. Oh my gosh, that'd be great. So, you know, that would be awesome to have a glass craft mat. Because, oh, that Mary Palenko, one of my favorite crafters in the world, she has one. And I love how clean and nice it looks. Mine is old. Oh my gosh, I've had this little craft mat for quite a while. Okay. Oh, my daughter's home from school. Hi, Maddie. We're going to assemble this really quickly so I can get it shipped. And away it goes. Hey, Maddie, I'm filming. Say hi.
Hello.
I have it up here. On the little, I am showing everyone how I make the flower die cut here. And then I'm going to post it on my YouTube because I'm learning all of these. Woo! Come back here. This is the tricky part. And again, I'm going to show you guys. Show my favorite glue on earth. This. Mary Palenko told me about this. And these are on Amazon. These are on Amazon. Anyway, it's my favorite glue on earth. And if the tip gets a little stuck, all you got to do is take a little pin and bloop. Which a lot of times it's not, but since I'm filming, I want to make sure it's not stuck. Okay, anyway, hush. I'm going to put the glue on this piece here. It doesn't take a whole lot. And then I'm going to line this up with my image. I try to get it exactly like it is on the cover. There we go. Oh, I see a little fray. No fray. And boy, one thing I can tell you is always make sure your hands are clean when you are crafting. Oh my goodness, I've had ink and then went to like press on a flower or something very colored, light colored, and then you take your hand away and you've left a big smudge of ink. That's super frustrating. Okay, and I'm just double checking to make sure. Went a little heavy there on that glue. Okay. Now I'm just going to make sure again that I'm lining it up. I try to glue it exactly the way it is on the front of the package, you know, but of course if you were making this for yourself, you could, you know, change any which way you like. And then this has to be so very careful with ta-da! That is done, and I'm gonna let that sit out for just a few minutes to dry so that I can make sure that before I slip it in the package that it's not going to stick to anything. Isn't that beautiful? Look, look, look. Ta-da! That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this and watching me be silly and make all those little mistakes with those blooms up there. But hey, I appreciate you guys watching, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.